What is your name, please?
My name is Enrico Caruso.
What is your name, please?
My name is Enrico Caruso.
What is your name, please?
My name is Enrico Caruso.
Two of these people are imposters. Only one of them is the real Enrico Caruso and is the only one sworn to tell the truth. And here is our host, Bud Collier.
Thank you very much, and welcome once again to our game of deliberate misrepresentation, wherein our panel endeavors to figure out which one of three challengers has sworn to tell the truth. To Tell the Truth is brought to you each week by Geritol, America's #1 tonic, the high-potency tonic that helps you feel stronger fast. And now let's meet our cross-examiners. What is your name, please?
My name is Joan Caulfield.
My name is Ralph Bellamy.
My name is Kitty Carlisle.
And my name is Hy Gardner.
Incidentally, Joan, may I tell you how pleasant it is for all of us to know that your new television series, Sally, is such a big hit on Sunday nights, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What time is it on?
7:30 on NBC.
All right, all right. We look the other way, but we look your way when it's on. It's certainly awfully nice to have you here with us tonight. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Thank you, Bud.
And now, these three gentlemen all claim to be Enrico Caruso. Only one, of course, is the real Enrico Caruso. The other two have merely assumed that identity, and they do not have to stick to the truth. Now, panel, may I direct your attention to the copies of the affidavits in front of you as I read it to you from the original. I, Enrico Caruso, am a hairstylist. In my New York salon, I have created hairstyles for Marilyn Monroe, Grace Kelly, Mrs. Henry Ford, and other ladies of international prominence. I am credited with originating both the poodle cut and the Italian cut. Signed, Enrico Caruso. Now, panel, these three gentlemen all claim to be Enrico Caruso, international hairstylist. Only the real Enrico Caruso, of course, is required to answer your questions truthfully. You will each question until you hear this signal. And at the end of the questioning period, you will be asked to register your vote for the one person who, in your opinion, is the real Enrico Caruso. And we will begin our questioning round, with this round at least, with Kitty Carlisle. Kitty?
Thank you, Bud. Number two, you have invented the poodle cut and the Italian haircut. What do you believe the next progression in hairstyles for ladies will be?
Which number?
Three?
Number
I'm
three.
sorry, I
Yes.
thought it was number two. The
No,
next
no,
one,
number-
well, it'll be bangs with the little puff, a little more puffs than they have today.
Uh-huh. Number one, do you believe that women should follow the styles, or should they have an individual hairdo to suit themselves from an expert, say, like you?
Well, I think it's much more important that they suit their hairstyles to their own personalities and their own selves.
Number two, you're an expert. How would I look with light hair?
Blonde, I guess.
Would it be good?
He's only guessing.
I think it would be a good idea.
Always leave them laughing. Hi, Gardner.
Speaking of blonde, number one, what is the natural color of Marilyn Monroe's hair?
Her hair is brown.
Uh-huh. Also, number one, you've undoubtedly seen the showgirls at the current Copacabana show. The hair is all dyed green. Can you tell me which one of your rivals is the one who did the dyeing?
No, I don't know.
Can you answer that, number two?
No, I don't know either.
Number three, can you answer it?
I don't know either.
Gosh, he'll be very much disappointed.
Joan Caulfield.
Number three, what do you do for dry, brittle hair?
Well, I would suggest a scalp treatment with Restore.
Oh, number two, what would you do for dry, brittle hair?
I'd use Restore.
You'd use Restore. What would you use, number one?
Use Restore.
Oh, I see. Number one, what is the usual tip you get from a woman?
Well, I don't receive any tips in my shop. I don't accept them.
How many dryers in your shop, number two?
24.
Oh, boy, that's big. How many times a month, number three, should a woman get her hair cut the Italian way, to keep the Italian hair?
At least twice a month.
Twice a
and
month.
set it 4 times a month.
I see. Mhm.
Ralph?
Well, number one, do you know a hairstylist shop in New York, salon in New York, run by a man named Ralph Bellamy?
No, I
Do
don't.
you, number two?
No, not that I know of.
Number three, do you?
Never heard.
Well, I want you to know that there is one. And I have nothing to do with it, but if Mr. Caruso had the trouble I have with confusion of mail, maybe that had something to do with his early death. Number one, do hairstylists have an organization of any kind?
There is no organization for hairstylists.
There isn't. And number two, what would you say? Is there an organization?
There's organization of, yes, I'd say there's an organization.
Number three, what would you say?
Well, if you mean a union, there is no union.
Organization.
Number 2, are you related to Enrico Caruso, the tenor?
No,
You are not.
no.
Are you related to him, number 3?
I am not at all.
What do you charge?
That's it. Sorry, we'll never find out what his
Never
fee
find
is
out
now.
what he charges for a haircut.
Never. You just have to go in there and take your chances. And it's time to vote. So without consultation, panel, will you mark your ballots and select number 1, number 2, or number 3? Remember, please, the team of challengers will receive $250 for every incorrect vote. All right, Joan, you all set? For whom did you vote?
Number 3.
You have a reason?
I don't know. He was the first one that said restorer, and they all kind of copied him.
Follow the leader. Ralph, how about your vote?
Number two. Number two said there was an organization, and I seem to remember that there is an organization each year who, among themselves, give some kind of an award to fellow hairstylists.
Kitty, how about your ballot?
Number 2. Well, I had to vote for number 2 because he gave me the incentive I wanted. I've always wanted to dye my hair blonde, and I think it might be a very good idea.
Tune in next week, folks, and see. Hi, Gardner.
I voted for number 1. I thought it was number 3 because he's been so busy fixing everybody else's hair, he hasn't had time to grow any of his own. But number 1 did know the original color of Marilyn Monroe's hair, which is a light brown, and also he looks like he can do a pretty good job with spaghetti. Number 1.
All right, there we are. Now, we have our rhymes, our reasons, and you know them as well as we do. We're going to find out now how right we are or how wrong as we learn which one of these 3 gentlemen is the internationally known hairstylist. Will the real Enrico Caruso please stand up? Thank you very much. You know, he doesn't look unlike Enrico Caruso.
That was one of the reasons. I know,
thought
when
so.
you said he wasn't.
Number 1, who are you and what do you really do, sir?
My name is Joseph Mizzou. I'm a pianist and have recently worked as accompanist to Pat Boone.
And number 3, how about you?
My name is Dino Gallo. I am general manager of the National Enquirer, the liveliest paper in the world.
Well, we thank you very much for being with us, and if we look down the line here, we find that there were 2 incorrect votes at $250 each for a total of $500 from Geritol. Thank you for being with us. Good night, and the best of good luck to you, gentlemen.
Stay tuned. There's more Black and White overnight.